Hello, friends. Happy Friday. Yay. The weekend could not get here fast enough. It has been a long, dreary week. Cold. We have a ball game tonight. I am super excited, but I am not looking forward to freezing. And I say that, and I'm not even the one that's going to be out there cheering or playing ball. Those poor girls, I know they're going to be cold. My husband does have a portable heater. There's a name for it. I can't remember what they call it. But anyway, we used it last year, and the girls, in between cheering, they'll come up and huddle around the heater and get warm. It's run off of one of those little propane gas tanks. Anyway, we are here to do my wedding savings and my summer savings. So let's go ahead and get started. Excuse me, I'm still trying to get over this junk. This dashboard comes from Holly at Faith Budgets. It says, stay patient and trust your journey. I have this $5 bill sticking out on the front. Last week when I played these challenges, I messed up in Lemon Ivy's challenge. Where is that? It's in number 4. This one, and somebody said that when I was making change, I put the wrong amount in here. So I counted it all up and saw that I was $5 over. So I decided to pull the money and we will just play with it this week. So we will have $105 to play with today. Let me get this situated. 20, 40, and the rest is in 5s and 1s. 20, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the extra 5, so 105. All right, so I play these challenges for wedding using these cards, these like randomizer cards. Carly sent those to me in some Happy Mail. It just made my day, I swear. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. We are going to start with challenge number 8, and that is back here. Right here. Oh, that's my challenge. Okay, so this is, let me grab my markers. I don't have them close to me, but I have them within reach. All right, so I'm going to roll the D4 to see how many little shopping bags we will color in. I need my D4. I've got this little condiment cup full of my little dice. All right, so we've got the 4-sided dice, and it says we're going to do 4 today. Perfect. All right, let's do a pinky purple. All right, so we need to color in 4 hearts. This challenge comes with a bunch of other challenges. They're on my Ko-fi and they're for free. Everything on my Ko-fi lists for free. I have not listed anything recently, and I really need to get on that. All right, so $20 just like that going in to this challenge. All right, next we are going to do challenge number 7. So going back 1, and this challenge comes from Carly at Budget with Carly. I was a member of her memberships. I still am. She does digital now. But I missed a little surprise in the mailbox. All right, so let's just do this one right here. This will save $75, and that is 8. So $8 going in here. I could not get warm today. All right, so 5. No. Yeah. Okay, I was like, where? Oh, I'm getting myself messed up. I could see this challenge through the envelope, and I thought I was in the wrong place. All right, so 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay. All right, let's see where we're going next. Challenge number 10, which also is from Carly at Budget with Carly. I love her challenges. I actually purchased this one off of her Etsy. She's got all these like combos. This is the wine and the cheese. She had the strawberries and whipped cream. Gosh, I can't remember all of them. It was hard to decide, but I wanted to get big denominations. So this one will save $150. Trying to get out of that glare from the light. Let's do this one right here. And that is $9. I'm trying to scratch more carefully. Usually I just like go at it like, you know, crazy. Okay, so $9. Let's see here. I've got a 1, and I can pull in 2 5s. And actually, I can condense this one with a 10 and 2 5s and take my last 20. All right, so that one's looking good. It's got 4 scratches. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 scratches left. All right, going all the way back up to 1. 1 is this cute challenge. It's a sticker challenge. I was on Liz's Etsy shop the other day thinking I wanted to get some more. But I'm going to kind of wait and use up a lot of stuff that I have now. All right, so let's see here. I'm working on the hat. So I need to do the hat for Mr. Elephant. And he's got this nice little crown. And I'm saving the bigger amount so I can save 150, right? Wasn't I doing the bottom number? And that one is $20. So 10, 15, and 20. So that one was a pricey one. All right. Party animals. Liz hasn't been doing videos, but she still has her Etsy store. All right. Next is challenge number 9. So going back to the back. Is this the one? I think this is the one we didn't get to start last week. That's right. All right, so this one comes from Susan over at Windmill Ridge Budgets. You may be wondering why I put There's No Crying in Baseball in a wedding binder, but my son, he was obsessed with baseball from just when he was like just a toddler. He loved it, always loved it. He would watch baseball games rather than cartoons on TV. All right, so this one is just going to be $1. This will save us 60. So this one was good to us. So we're going to start off with just $1 little dollar. All right, this was one I bought from her Etsy shop as a digital download, and I put my own stickers on it, and these black stickers are awful. See, they don't even sweep up. They just like move. It's kind of like the brown paper towels we have at school. $1 going in before I forget. The brown paper towels at school, if a kid spills their water bottle or something and they try to clean it up, it just moves it like around the floor. It doesn't absorb anything. Back to number 1. All right, back to Liz's party animals. All right, let's see. I just noticed that I put her dress way up on her neck, on her chin. All right, so let's see here. Oh my goodness, all of them are expensive. Well, let's do this little umbrella right here for $15. That's a little bit more affordable. If we get this one again, I may run out of money. All right, so I'm going to do... Is that all we have left? Yeah. Okay, well, we might finish this one. I hear the dog barking. All right, so I'm going to put this little umbrella there. Perfect. Okay, so that is 15. So 5, 10, and 15. And our money goes quick, doesn't it, when we have these big challenges. All right, number 5. Okay, moving to 5. This is Happy Snail Mail. This comes from Steph over at Steph's on a Budget. My son lives 2,500 miles away, so everything takes a long time to get there. All right, so that's going to be 8. Go easy, Mrs. P. Go easy with the stickers. I don't know what it is. I just like try to like tear into them like a savage. Okay, so $8. Let's see here. I've got 2 1s, 5 and 10 in. Okay, so we've got 20 and 5s. Okay, so where are we going now? To challenge number 2. Okay, challenge number 2 is this one from April over April's Fresh Start. So far, I've only put little ones in there. I'm going to do the 9. Let's go ahead and put something nice and big in there. So $9 is going to go in to this challenge. I did a terrible job coloring that. All right, so I'm going to put 10 in and take this 1 out. So now we are very close to being done. Hopefully we do not get a number 4 or a number 1. Got 8. Okay, back to 8. 8 is this one from my Etsy, no, my Ko-fi. Let's see here. We've only got 2 5s. We have enough for 3. Should I just do that? Do 3 and call it a day? I don't know. Let me roll. Let me just roll. I got 3. Y'all are not going to believe this, but look. It is legit. Can you see that? It's a 3. It is really, truly a 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, and 15. How lucky is that? All right. So I need to color in 3. I'm going to kind of find another shade of pink. I like these girly colors. I was never a girly color person. I didn't like purple at all. And pink was okay until I had a daughter, and then like now I love the color pink and purple. All right, so let's see here. We're very close on this one. So we've got 20, 40, 60, 75, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90. $90 in that one. Oh, the dog is barking again. We have sent my granddogs back to my son. My husband met up with him and dropped the dogs off. I do miss them. But the little one, the little Dachshund, he barked at everything. All right, Liz's challenge. We have 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28. Is that right? Is that even possible? It is not possible. You know what? I bet when I put this hat in there, that is a 5 and not a 15. That is a 5 and not a 3. And I bet I thought it was a 3 because of the font, and I just have trouble with my eyes. So I owe this one $2. And I'm going to pay that up as an IOU because it should be an even amount and it shouldn't be 3. So let me see here. Here's a $2 IOU. I'll just stick that on there. And I will use this little clip that I got in some Happy Mail to remember that. All right, so we finally got some love in April's challenge. We've got $15 in there now. Once again, we did not roll a 3 or draw a 3. And that is Jamie's challenge. 4 scratches left on there. We didn't get Lemon Ivy's. And Steph's snail mail out of 80, we got 20, 35, 41, and 2. 42. Quite a few stickers on there still. We didn't get a 6. This was Janelle's challenge. And Carly's out of 75, we've got 25, 26, 27, 28, and 29. So almost halfway there. We already counted that one. We got started on this one with $1 little dollar. One is better than none. That's what I always tell my kids at school, like when they have it turn in an assignment and they're like, oh, but it's hard, or I don't have time, or whatever. I'm like, just do something on it. You know, something is better than nothing. Anything beats a 0. All right, so then on Carly's, the $150 challenge, we've got 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 1, 2, and 3. 103 on that one. All right, so that is all in the wedding binder. I'm going to get this cleaned up, and I will come back with my summer savings. Hey, I'm back with my summer savings binder. Another dashboard from Holly. Says it's only a short trip. Enjoy it. It came with a set of like multiple, I can't remember, like I feel like there was 4 maybe in a set on her Etsy shop, and it is so affordable. Like it's a digital download, so you just print it and laminate it yourself. So for the summer savings, we've got 20, 40, 40, I feel out of breath, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 100. All right. So I have decided, I had been kind of finishing in the middle of the binder. I've kind of moved things around. I'm going to start in the beginning and try to make my way through the binder and then end on this little Georgette booklet as my like final finisher. We'll see how that goes. I just thought maybe I can do it that way. So I'll start with Carly's Grow As You Go. This is a little booklet that I got. It didn't have a dashboard, so I just kind of made my own. But it has 12 sections, and you roll a D12, or at least I roll a D12 and just put that amount in there. I think we finished the 2 section. Some of them haven't gotten any money, like the 6 hasn't been rolled, the 7, the 9. Yeah, so those are the ones that we'd like to add to it. So let's go ahead, roll the D12 and see which section we're going to put money into. Number 5. And I'm pretty sure we've done 5. Yes, this is our last regular 5. And then we will move on to the bonus. All right, so 5 in there. Let me see if I can condense this. Yeah. All right, so there's 15, 20. So I'll put a 20 in. I'm very tempted to go one more time. I better not. Let's just wait. Let's just leave it there, and we will not get greedy and see what happens, because if I roll a purple, I will have to put $20-something in this one. All right, so this one is Step Up to $406. This comes from Renee at Reinventing Renee. I haven't seen her videos in a while. I don't know if she's on a break or what, but she is Budget Nerd Co. on Etsy. And this came as she's mailed the stickers. And then this was a digital download. When I printed it, I had forgot my settings were on the 50%, so it printed small, so I'm just coloring it this time. All right, we're gonna do blue. Let's see here. All the blues are colored, so let's roll again. Yellow. Okay. Yellow, that's orange. It's really hard for me to tell yellow and orange. I'm pretty sure that's orange. So I think yellow is the small, or the largest one we have left is 6. So I'm going to color this one yellow, and we'll just keep moving through. If we get to where we have a whole lot of money left, I can always come back. All right, $6. Let's see what we have. We don't have any ones. So 5 and 6, but let me see what I can condense. I've got 2 5s and a 10. I'll grab that 20. All right, this one has saved us a lot so far. So we have $100 already put in the high yield savings account. 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 60, 61. So 261. So over halfway. And we're getting down to the smaller numbers now. Sorry, I had to sneeze. This cold that I've got is being a pain in my tush. All right, so we've got Shut the Box. This also comes from Renee at Reinventing Renee. I did make this one smaller on purpose to put it in here. You can print it out large, you can print it out small, and I laminate it so I can clear it and do it over and over. So let's see if we can shut the box. And okay, I'm gonna grab out 2 colors. Let's do this color and purple. All right. I was about to put the dice on my phone. All right, so we're starting out big with an 11. So let's do the 8. So we'll do 8 and 3. Okay. All right. 10. Okay, let's do the 6 and the 4. This is making me a little nervous getting these big numbers. If I could get a 9, that'd be great. 12. Okay, is that possible? 7 and 5 is 12. Holy moly. Okay, well, could we shut the box? If we got, let's see, an 11 or a 10, that'd be good. We got an 8, and we can't do it. So we are done. So we are saving 9, 10, and 12. I love the color that does not look like what the color I thought it would be. It's very pretty though. All right, so $12 going in to shut the box. Let's see here. If I put 3 back, I can put in 15, right? So 4 plus 12 is 16, and that's what I have. I'm just making sure my math is mathing. I'm going to move this over to the side, and we'll put it in after it dries. Because Sharpie on these envelopes does not come off. All right, next we have the Dots and Dice. All right, this one is a challenge where you roll the dot die, and then it tells you which card you're going to scratch. It comes from Wendy from the Thrifty Sew Shop. Maybe if I move it that way. All right, so we are going to go to blue. All right, blue is right here. All right, so let's do this one in the corner. And that is the little swirly. And let me see what it says for the swirly. I have to get all this off first. All right, it says, if you find the symbol, save an amount of your choosing. Should I roll a die and see what we should save? Maybe the, what is that, the D10? Yeah, let's do the D10. 5. Okay, so we'll put $5 in there. Let's see what we have. We have a 5. I can put that back and put in a 10. And we will just stop there. And let's see how much we have. We've got 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 104. Perfect. Okay. Now we have our 50 envelope challenge. This is a really cool and fun way to save for the 50 envelopes. It'll save us $1,275 if we complete all of them. I have got plans to put one of these in my Mini Mondays. I'm going to just reprint another one of these. And yeah, so that I can save in other areas. And I might even put one in my randomizer, because summer savings is important to save for, so why not, right? All right, so we are working on the 48. I'm going to roll the D4 to see how many envelopes we are going to stuff. 2, so that's $10. All right, so 5 and 10. All right, so $10 in there. Let's see here. We've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 out of the 48 so far. We've saved the 50 and the 49. We're working on the 48. So we have 20, 40, 60, 81, 10, 20, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 124. Very nice. I love the concept of this. Just something, you know, saving little bits to make big amounts, which is all about what savings challenges is. All right, next we have Crazy Dice, and I've got that over here in this binder. This is a challenge that I got from Judy over at Save with Judy. She has a lot of really cool challenges. I'm trying to get all that, the light, on her Etsy shop. And then she also gives a lot away for free. So go check her out. All right, so I need this colored dice and then the dot die. And we are going to do one on the green. And that would be right here. So I need red. And of course, I cannot just stop at 6. And I am sorry. I noticed that when I was editing some of my earlier videos from the week, that I sniffle a lot and I don't even realize I'm doing it. And I know it's gross. And I do apologize for that. Okay, so $1. All right, 6 on yellow. All right, 6 is purple. And let's see here. Yellow, we've got yellow. Okay, we have a 6 here. Oh, that's not the right purple. That's the right purple. All right, so $6 more going in. All right, 5 and 6. And let's do one more. Yeah, definitely. All right, 2 and green. All right, 2 is yellow and green right here. So that's $2 more going in. All right, let's see what we saved. Okay, so we've got $9 going in today. And let's see what we have all together. All right, so we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 10, 15, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 25. Do I need to buy back those ones? I'm going to. All right, and this will save us 420 when we finish it, and we've got a long way to go. It made me think of that show. We've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. I don't know. I can't sing, and I can't remember the words. All right, Crab Races is next. This comes from Rashonda at Kip and Lou. She's Kip and Lou on Etsy and the Budgeting RT on YouTube. Let's see. Are we going to get a winner today? 4 could win if we rolled it twice. Let's see here. Well, we rolled it once and a 1. Oh, they're tied. We're going to have to go again. All right, so that is going to be $5 into Crab Races. All right, that's a... No, I can put a 5. And then let me get the color for the 4. Is it this one? I think it is. I've got to roll again. Maybe we can get a winner. That would be awesome. 1 and 3. That means crab number 1 is our winner. And 3 is probably not that pink, but I'm going to use it anyway. Maybe it is. All right, so that's 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Do I say that this one is number 1 and we stop? I've really enjoyed this. First place. Should we do a second place? Maybe we should have a first and a second. Let's see here. We've got 115 in there. Let's do it. Let's roll one more time. Maybe 4 will get our second place. And we rolled the double 4s this time. All right, so definitely 4 wins. And why don't we do it this way? We add the no, that won't work because we're done with the 1. Okay, we'll roll this one again. 3. Okay, perfect. All right, so we're adding $7 more into Crab Races, and now we have a second place winner. So this pretty blue one came in second. All right, so $7 more, so I'm putting $3 back and taking 10. I hope I did that right. I know you guys will let me know because you guys catch things that I never even think about. All right, so we saved in Crab Races 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 10, 15, 20, 25, 31. 131. That's awesome. So 131 in Crab Races. Let me get a little clip and put this money there. So I will be able to put some money in for our wedding saving. No. Summer savings, not wedding savings. All right. So next week I will have to get a new challenge for this. All right. So we have 10, 20, 30. Okay. So let me go back to the ones that I said I would go back to if I had extra money. One of those is Carly's. So let's go ahead and roll the D12 and see what else we can save in Grow As You Go. That's a 7. And that's our first 7. All right. So $7. All right. So 5, 6, and 7. Going in there. See here. 5, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, I'm going to condense just so I don't make these envelopes too fat and make them like stretch. Okay, so I feel better about that. What else did I say I would come back to? The dots and dice. I want to do this one too, but I'm afraid that will take all of our money. So let's do another one on the dots and dice. And we'll need the colored dot die. We got green this time. And we've only scratched it once. So let's scratch. Let's just even it out and scratch up here. Oh, that's a ×3. Uh-oh, I might have messed up because I don't know what denominations these could go to because I got a 10 on one of them. Oh my goodness. Okay, so a times 3. Yeah, see there's a 7. There's a 10. 7. Oh, okay. Let's keep it like symmetrical and let's go right here in the middle. Roll again. Okay. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to roll the D4. I'm going to roll the D4 and times it by 3. And I think that's fair, right? We're making up our rules as we go. And we got a 4. So 4 times 3 is 12. I'm okay with that. $12 going in to this one. Okay. What am I doing? Need to find, okay, there. All right, so in dots and dice, dots and dice. 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100, 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Perfect. Okay. That wasn't too bad. It could have been worse. I could have rolled a 10 and then we would have had a huge IOU, I think. Yeah, definitely. All right, so now we're going back to the life of a creator. We've got 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Not as much as I intended, but that's okay. All right, so we are here. I think this is dry. I can put it in the envelope now. I really wanted to kind of change this up. I kind of wish that I had started it differently, where I was just doing like one page at a time. But I love the whole concept of this, so I wanted to like give everything some love. So we'll just continue doing it as we are. And so this book comes from Marlene at Snowgardener 307, but she has all of these creators. They all have a challenge in here. So I just love this book. Okay, so we finished here last time. So let's roll the D6 and we'll see where we're going to go. 2. So that's 1 and 2. Oh, we haven't done this one. All right, Rock and Roll Queen. All right, so this one says roll a D4, D6, D8, and D20. This comes from Madeline Budgets. So I'm assuming I will... I guess it's like a roll and save. Let's just do the D4 for now. We'll start with that one. Oh my goodness. This little D4 is so hard to get a hold of. All right, 3. All right, so we've got a 3. So I'll mark this one as a 3. Maybe we'll just go in order, like as we play it, if we land on this page again. So that's 3. 1, 2, and 3. All right, so then let's go again. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so now we are on Danny's challenge. This is from Craftco Budgets. Let's do this big tree right here. Or I'm assuming it's tree. All right, it says, I like nonsense that wakes up the brain cells. Fantasy is a necessary ingredient in living. And that is a quote from Dr. Seuss. All right, so $5 going into this one. I like how she has this as like low denominations. All right, 5 in there. All right, roll again. 5. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, the birds and the bees. All right, we're just going to keep starting on this and just play this as like a challenge together. All right, 2. So 1, 2. So we will save $2. And I need to mark off the 2. This is by Ren at Mischief Managed Budgets, and this side is by Champagne at Champagne's Corner. Super cute. The birds and the bees. All right, 2. We were here 1 and 2, and we haven't done this one. This is a cute little sloth from Boy Mom Loves to Save. I love sloths. It says, I thought you said extra fries. Oh, exercise. I thought you said extra fries. All right, this will save $45. So let's just start right here. Okay, so it's got where you can save different amounts. Her amount that she had for the dumbbells was $1. I'm going to just stick with her amounts and save the $45. All right, so that's $1 in there. All right, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Here's our duck, duck, goose. All right, flip a coin. Okay, so I am doing this again. Odd is heads, tails is even. All right, we got even, so we are going down this way. So we'll scratch here. We haven't got a heads at all. And that is a duck, and the ducks are worth $4. And I don't remember even how I got those denominations, a 4 and a 10. Maybe I rolled the D10 or the D12. I'm not sure. All right, 4, so 1 back and take my 5. So we have $3 remaining. And we are going to just keep plugging around. Plugging away. 3. 1, 2, and 3. All right, so this one is by Budget with Carly. I only have $3 left. Do I take a chance of, because her denominations are from 2 to 8. I'm going to take a chance. I'm going to do this one right here. And that is $4. And we have 3. But that's okay. We have $1 IOU, and I can live with that. I do feel like I need to fix that too right here because it's rubbed off. All right, so $4, and I only have 3. So I'm going to add that in, and I will put that I have an IOU. Let me put my little clip here. This is also from Carly at Budget with Carly. Let that dry. Okay, so what did I say is going in here? 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Technically $19 going in. And whoops, pulled my lips out. And let's see here. Okay, so we have in the Life of a Creator, we've got 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 65, 70, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 185. Very good. That little amounts really do add up. All right, so I need to put an IOU on here. Let me find one. Here's a cute one. This one comes from Budgeting Introvert. I think it came in with an order that I did. And I said I owed $1. My cute IOU. All right, so this here, and we got all the way through the binder, and we got to give some extra love to a few challenges. So that worked out fine. So then I will just pay up my IOU and start back in the beginning of the challenge, and that just made me realize I need to put this one in there in my tracker. All right, so let me get a pen. All right, so goodness gracious, the pen that I used last time didn't write very dark, and then now this one's really dark. What is the date today? All right, so 11, 14, 25, 131, and that is Crab Races. And that is by Kip and Lou. Very good. See, we're making progress, and we have tons of money in the binder that I'm just kind of, I did start thinking I was going to pull the money, you know, and put placeholders in, but I enjoy having actual money in there. And I know I could earn interest in the high yield savings account, but I don't know, it just does something to my mind knowing there's actual cash in there. In fact, I've been tempted to take the placeholder out of this one and put actual cash back into it. Is that crazy or what? Okay, friends, that is all for this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.